That's venerable soul. Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Well, Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
His pass caught.
Oh, my God.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
They'll run on first down. Peters. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And his throw is incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On first down, it's Peters. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Second and 4.
Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, it's Peters. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. It's Saunders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it with Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
Oh, my God.
Daylight, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
To
Justin Jefferson, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
First down, Love to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 35.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Going back to Love. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wilson.
Oh, God.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And his pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Carson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Touchdown. Chris Carson, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Raekwon Davis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. throw left side to start out. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff for Seattle.
And no return on this one as a fair catch of 64 and taken.
The Bears take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Second down. Love. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
10.
To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third and 2, now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Bears' 19-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
31. Bears.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the others. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy... And 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Bears 14. Michael
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Second and 1. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
38. Bears.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The Chicago Bears.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now back to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Brings it 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This is Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked. Fumble on the ball.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears cut into that lead.
The 2-point conversion is successful.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. A pass underneath for Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not.
Tyler Lockett out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a give, right side. It's Rhodes, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert him.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Back taken down and sacked. Fumble on the play.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It's caught outright by Graham. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
He had the good earlier, throwing his first career touchdown pass. Now the bad, his first career interception.
So you had to have some balance at some point, right? Didn't that what we all seek in our lives? But here's the thing. He had the success, you mentioned it, through the touchdown pass. Sometimes you press it a little bit more, try a few other things, but that's how you learn. He'll throw a few more interceptions along the way, but I bet he'll balance that with a heck of a lot more touchdown passes too.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up third down.
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, my God.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
Now it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They run for it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first.